everyone, my name is Todd and welcome to the very first edition of Toddster's Magical Mystery Review. And I'm gonna showcase each Beatles album, group and solo. I'm gonna do it chronologically. So for this first review, no better way to start it off than the very first album, Please Please Me, released March 22nd, 1963 on Polyphone Records. It's a very good album, and I guess the backstory is that when they made this album, they only had two singles put out, Love Me Do and Please Please Me, the title song. Once Please Please Me went to number one and became a big hit, George Martin, the producer, suggested they make an album quickly. And they were already in the middle of a tour with Helen Shapiro, and he'd always seen their live show in the Cavern up in Liverpool. And he said, let's just record your concert repertoire in the studio. And so they did. February 11th, 1963. They recorded 10 songs with little or no overdubs, and it's pretty awesome. And so let's go through the album, shall we? We start off with a perfect beginning. I Saw Her Standing There. I mean that counting. That, I mean, you know what it is when before the song begins, and it's an awesome rocker. And Paul said that the bass line that he played, he borrowed it from Chuck Berry's "I'm Talking About You," which was another song that they used to play. And the original line was before it was "She was just 17, you know what I mean." Was originally written as "She was just 17 and she never been a beauty queen." But John said, no, let's change it. So there you go. And the next song is Misery. Now, this is one of my favorite obscure Beatles songs, if you like. Was originally written for Helen Shapiro, but she never got around to recording it for some odd reason. And I like this song. A bit short though. But the way that Paul says the word "shend" is the icing on the cake, so to speak. And then we go into the first cover of the album, Anna, originally a Arthur Alexander tune. It's okay, but an awesome vocal from John. And we go to George, his first vocal performance in Chains, the Cookies number, and it's okay, bit so, you know. So we go from George to Ringo with the Shirelles song "Boys," and this is to me one of Ringo's best vocal performances, and a fantastic performance and such. And then we go into the B-side of the Please Please Me single, Ask Me Why. So it's a bit of a somber number, but the harmonies are fantastic. I mean, I just, it sort of sends shivers down my spine, so to speak. And this is one of John's Smokey Robinson inspired tunes. He was listening to a lot of Smokey Robinson at that time. So we go from its B-side to the A-side, the title song, Please Please Me. And wow. And it was originally written as a Roy Orbison type ballad, but George Martin said, speed up the tempo. And so they did. And once he heard that, he said, it's your first number one. So And so it did. And the harmonies are brilliant. The arrangement is excellent, and that harmonica is perfect. Really. So we go to we flip the record over to the first single, Love Me Do. Now this is the Andy White version with Ringo on tambourine, and to me this is the definitive version, because Paul sings this version a bit better than the single version. Less nervous, and it has a great harmonica riff as well. And it's probably the first Beatles song I remember listening to. Well, actually, I saw the video of it on MTV one time, and ever since then I've been hooked on to them ever since. So we go to its B-side, P.S. I Love You, which is okay, but it has a very interesting chord structure, which is the flat 6, flat 7, 1 cadence, so to speak. And that's when they do the like the song is in the key of D, and yet when they go into B flat, C major, and D, you. Ever since then, it's been used since. I know that they used it again on Lady Madonna, and another example, the Kinks. You hear it on the Kinks' Lola, da 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 da. You even actually hear it on the Super Mario Brothers video game. So that's one way the Beatles influence video games. So good on you there. Then we go back to the covers, and it's another Shirelles song, "Baby It's You," and it's okay, nothing big or spectacular, but it's alright too. And then we go back to George with his second vocal offering, "Do You Want to Know a Secret?" John wrote this song inspired by Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. The song called "I'm Wishing." Do you want to know a secret? Do you promise not to tell? We are standing on the wishing well. Sort of like that. This has a nice vocal from George, and the do da do backings is makes it very special. And then we go into "A Taste of Honey," or "A Waste of Money," as John jokingly refers to. And this is a cover of Lenny Welch's rendition of the Broadway version of the same name, and this is probably my least favorite song. So there we go. Then we go into "There's a Place." Now this is another one of my favorite obscure songs, and they said that this song was inspired by that "Somewhere" song from West Side Story. Somewhere there's a place for us. So like that. With a little bit of Motown thrown in. Wonderful two-part harmonies from John. John's low end and Paul's high end. And wonderful harmonica from John as well. So it's similar to "Please Please Me," so to speak, in my opinion. And then we started the album with a bang, and we're ending the album with another bang. "Twist and Shout," the old Isley Brothers tune. And it's a perfect ending and a party favorite. And to me, this is their best cover tune, so to speak. And John's cutthroat vocal, it's man, that's one of the best one of his best vocals, so to speak, all done in one take. He had been suffering through a bad cold, So, you know, with a mixture of milk, cigarettes, and zooms, so to speak, those little gum throat chewable thingy-me-jigs. The way he delivers it is absolutely fantastic, and what a way to end the album. And so there's the album, and let's talk about the artwork, so to speak. Now the artwork has been the photo was taken by Angus McBean, and this was shot in the office of EMI. He in the balcony. As you can see, this has a little bit of 50s pastiche, so to speak. You know, with the big letters, and you know the little subtitle. You know, please me with "Love Me Do" and 12 other songs, so to speak. And as you can see, Ringo still has his teddy boy haircut. So it wouldn't be long till he started to comb his hair forward. You know, we've got a look here, so you know, comb your hair forward. And of course, when they were making the Let It Be album, they team up with McBean again, the photographer, and make an updated version of it. But that photo wasn't used at the end, but it was used on the Blue Greatest Hits album, 67 to 70. And while an outtake of this was used for its red counterpart, 62 to 66. It's a lovely shot, lovely, you know, lovely colors and so to speak. And so what I think about this album, I think it's a fine stuff, you know, a fine debut album, so to speak. And you know, like all other albums, this is a perfect snapshot of them. This time, you know, as a little rock and roll band. My little critique is that, you know, it could have been better if a couple songs would have been asked for more, you know, for more of the rocker tunes, you know, like Some Other Guy, or you know, Hippie Hippie Shake, you know, so to speak. But that's just my opinion. And you know, come to think of it, if they did Hippie Hippie Shake, what would the Swingin' Blue Jeans do? Well. But overall, it's a wonderful album. And ranking, I would give this 3 Beatles out of 5. So there you go, 3 Beatles out of 5. So there you go. Please me, and join me again as we take a look at the next album. With the Beatles. So until then, my name's Todd, and thank you for joining me, and we'll see you next time. Toodaloo.